This is American Nomad News. Darren Marchant reporting from Richland Hills, Texas. Lately, I've been in contact with a social community that previously I have not had much access to. They're a Minecraft discussion group on Discord related to a Minecraft server, which Minecraft is a video game, for those of you on my YouTube channel who are not familiar, that's very unique, and that's the nature of this video game that I want to discuss today. Sorry for the lag time. The particular server is called 2B2T. And the particular group of people that I'm talking to define themselves as unique amongst the 2B2T crowd. And I've been watching YouTube videos related to this 2B2T community for a little while in order to get a background understanding of what it is I'm looking at. Now, first I want to get into the nature of Minecraft in order to set a kind of a foundation for the rest of the discussion. Minecraft is unique in video games in that, as far as I know, it's the only video game of its type. This is very unusual by itself. First-person shooters, bubble games, puzzle and strategy games, all of these are very familiar to people who've even casually played video games, that there are different varieties, and people choose to play these games based on what they find enjoyable. I know people who like Mahjong, which is a common variation on a theme. There are lots of different Mahjong and Mahjong-like games. Minecraft is very unique. In Minecraft, a person can modify their environment in a four-dimensional process. The 4 dimensions involved are height, width, depth, and time, or duration. And because of that, and it's kind of like a first-person shooter, you can walk around the environment and you gather the environment itself in order to craft or create the items that you would use in the environment. For instance, in order to make some basic tools, you need wood. So you find an image of a 3-dimensional image, a representation of a tree, and you hack on it with a certain method in the game dynamics, and you get blocks of wood in your inventory. And then you can engage in an activity that in the gamescape is called crafting, and you craft an item out of the raw materials of the environment itself. This is fundamentally unique in video games. It's really, really unusual. If there are video games out there like this, they're not very commonly known, at least to the general public, because I haven't come across it, and I do a fair amount of internet research. So, 2B2T, or actually I should say that Minecraft is played on individual servers where the environment is managed like a social media app with moderators. So when you go on to a certain Facebook page and you post something that is not allowed in that group, the moderators can ban you, can silence your individual postings and this kind of thing. And that happens in Minecraft servers. Moderators will disallow certain kinds of activities or certain kinds of posts, and if they see those posts, they're going to act on the individuals who posted them by either removing the post, kicking the the person out of the group temporarily, or banning them altogether. 2B2T has a consistent policy over time of not doing this, of essentially having no group rules. Now, there are consistencies, of course, in the nature of the mechanics of the environment, and very few changes to these are made, but can be made by the moderators. For instance, in the 2B2T environment, the location where your icon, your avatar shows up is called the spawn point. And initially this spawn point was one particular point on the map. Well, when lots of people try and join 2B2T all at once due to popularity, the general public finds out about 2B2T, decides it's interesting, and you see a surge in interest. More people are spawning all at once in the same spot, and it's lagging the system. It slows down the gameplay for the other players who have invested more time in that system, and they don't want competition, so they go and attack those new members so that they're thrown off of the server by their avatar dying. And that you could define as competition for unity. And the resource is the processing speed of the server itself, under the constraints of the size of the map and the complexity of activities. This is an interesting thing to look at. I'm going to make more videos on this subject and broadcast them on YouTube, because there's a lot more to say about this, and I don't want to tax people's patience on a single video. Darren Marchant, signing off.